We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better?
One does not wish to trouble her.
Fair enough.
Cloud Retainer?
Oh.
Oh.
Is that lady someone you know, Miss Gon? She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huishi. Oh, not to worry. Thank you. Wait.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer.
Huh?
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to...
But recognizing you is...
One was simply...
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right. We've still got something super...
Oh, is that so?
One simply desired to see...
I understand.
While one acknowledges the... it still makes one nostalgic to see you as you...
Cloud Retainer...
If...
Wow. You've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please also... Forgive me for my presumptuous...
A human name?
You really think so?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible.
Can you?
I assume an Adeptus...
Oh, that sounds...
Actually, those...
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you...
Not exact.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely... It is said that although I did not on top of the drought, the books had... Upon arrival, the...
Wow. That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely...
Even so, you... Oh, Paimon.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself...
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer, One in restaurants.
I see.
Uh-huh.
Can...
You may return to your...
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please, take care. Travel...
See you around. Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Huh. She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
You get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence. Oh, I'm far more in... You do it. No.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of Mora meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Bro!
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyan.
Master?
Huh?
Huh. One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
You...
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Tasty chop suey!
I'm stuck.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First,
Oh,
Oh,
And you, Master?
simply We enjoyed your presence. We found the
I see. I have
Oh,
Whoa. By the way,
indeed.
Ganyu took...
I see.
Oh,
Is that a problem?
no, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once in response.
Huh.
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. And it boggles the...
Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the fight.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so?
Have you been
Lonely?
Huh. At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye.
'Tis a most foreign sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
What is...
It's nothing. I was just a little bit...
to me?
Huh. This is not to...
She got, like...
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
All right, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude. The dishes here demonstrate...
Everything's so tasty. A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but the tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny? But it smells so delightful.
Well, you Could've.
Okay, I'll ask around. Excuse me, would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no empty tables left, so... Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys? Great! Thanks so much. My name is Shuyu, and this is my granny, Yuendai. Granny? Yep. Is there something wrong with that? No. Paimon's... Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears. Granny? Why don't you take a seat?
Huh. No. 'Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny?
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
What?
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu. Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that? Right, that's what Paimon was... Need any help? Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. She's always saying things that sound kind of confusing. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning. They died young. It's just me and Granny now. Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Wow.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Huh? That sounds super important.
It was just a dream, so
Wait.
I forgot about it.
Oh shit, Sherlock!
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear, and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Huh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now. My younger self.
A younger version of Granny? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said,
Are you sure? Paimon's Paimon.
just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering... Oh, we don't need in payment for this. Thank you so much. You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help out this Granny? All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace...
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain stream.
Okay, taking that as a note. Once when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, Then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something. A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinto knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions.
Are you leaving already?
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different things.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler?
Precisely.
Always wanted to try this
Food is unbelievable.
Everyone, please, eat to your heart's content. Today is my treat.
I'm stuck.
Try this place.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
News.
I can't wait to see my adorable.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you?
Shincho! Great, we found...
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I can't pin...
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits in bandit camps. The people all they knew was that she always acted alone. After the drought ended, the way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuenda.
Thanks a lot, Shincho.
It's nothing at all.
Well, Paimon's...
Let me think. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character. It's rare for a chivalric... I've never understood...
We'll be sure to tell you if we meet...
That's a deal.
Paimon feels like we just... Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too! Shincho, are droughts super common in Liyue?
Well, they used to be. So while droughts do happen, the crops wither.
That sounds...
Yeah. Still, they say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe. Do you have any other...
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Yen. Paimon hopes... Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Shincho.
It's no problem.
Wrong way.
Speed of light. Next customer.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank you. Streetward...
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Please. Time is rotten.
Time has little bearing on one's existence.
Oh, why so
Well, approximately how much more would one need...
It does not require as much as you...
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What...
Nothing save for some trivial...
Shincho has a...
Do not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Thank you. What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny? According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. Maybe that's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature and at peace.
Is that so? Then please.
Thank you.
Me.
Since we have the time, I have a secret I want to tell you. Let's go talk over there.
What's wrong, Shiryu?
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant, but are you guys all adepti in disguise?
Oh! How about that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an adeptus.
Oh, must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Shiryu here what you really meant.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
Huh? I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed and my fever was gone. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that?
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. Once or...
That's weird. Was it really just a... Well, even if it was just in my...
Leave it to us! Let's go to Wang Shuin!
Okay, hop.
Wang Shu Inn. Wang Shu Inn.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room?
I'll come with.
Paimon's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right? Wait, huh? Whoa! Shell, what are you doing here all of a sudden? You scared the living daylights out of Paimon!
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come to... If you're here, then there's likely... It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form. I have indeed.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war? Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even so, Cloud Retainer, the Archon War...
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks?
Once one dwelling...
After the war, although I do...
one believes there is
Granny, are you okay?
Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should you encounter...
Everyone! I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now. Calm your...
A long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Huh. So what Shinto said was true. You did fall ill. Was that why you went into hiding?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry. I was confined. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using Adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptom.
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, and it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Hey, you're not useless.
Oh, fret not, dear child.
The recovery of a person's memories is a
Next location. There isn't really a landmark there, so where should we start? After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right?
That far.
Here too.
Got it. That's a...
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, I believe I brought... Ah, yes. I brought some sweet snacks with me. Go on, take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
Oh, thank you. Then Paimon will help herself.
Speed of light. Incoming. Hey! Lend me a hand.
Ready.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
This place.
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Shuyu. This is where your father was born. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin.
Sin? Oath?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my... Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was my dad. He was my pride and joy. And so are you, Shuyu. But you're always going to be different from me. Why? Just what did I do?
I don't care what you might have...
You're too... All right. Let's not stand around any... There's one place